This shoulder stand preparation is the same for setting up for bridge pose. With your inhale, lengthen the torso. The shoulders move down toward the floor. The chest is full. Keep the chest full and raise the hips. Lift the chest and clasp the hands behind the back. Ground the shoulders, and with the chest lifted, keep the throat open. Then lower the hips back down. Using props and shoulder stand will keep you from flattening the cervical spine and avoid strain in the neck. With the knees bent, set the shoulders as if you're preparing for bridge pose. Bring the shoulders closer in toward the midline. The base of the neck moves away from the floor into the body. It's important to use a prop for shoulder stand so the neck can retain its natural curve. Use a foam pad or a couple of inches of stacked blankets. While on your back, set the shoulders firmly down on your prop. Lengthen the arms and clasp the hands. Clasping the hands and grounding the wrists onto the floor helps stabilize the shoulders and keeps them from shifting. With the knees bent and feet flat on the floor, start by drawing one knee in towards your chest. Repeat this a few times, and then bring that knee forward and out into halasana. The other foot follows. Then bring both feet back. When you come down in reverse order. Keep the head and shoulders on the ground. Don't let them pop up off your mat. With knees bent and the feet on the floor, draw your knees towards your chest, lifting your feet off the ground. Keep your shoulders stationary as your knees continue to draw toward the head. Your hips will lift away from the floor as your lower back begins to round. Repeat this a few times. Once your knees are over your face, begin to lengthen your legs, bringing your feet to the floor over your head in plow pose. Then bend both knees and bring the feet back. Practice these movements several times until they become easier for you. With your hips over your shoulders, the legs straight, toes on the floor, place your hands on your back. From this stable position, raise one leg at a time straight up, then the other. Join your legs to the vertical midline. Keep your feet over your hips and your hips over your shoulders. There are other, more advanced ways of coming into shoulder stand. Here are a few examples. Then you put them together and come into it in one fluid movement. Once you are fully vertical, the actions of the legs and pelvis are the same as in Tadasana. I strongly recommend using props for shoulder stand. For most, doing shoulder stand on the floor without props puts a lot of additional pressure on the neck, closing the throat and making it hard to become vertical. The use of props allows us to create a natural curve in the neck, allowing the shoulders more freedom of movement and a more stable foundation.